Hey, Mike, it's been a while, but you still remember me, right?
Oh, sorry, I don't think I have this number saved. Who are you again?
Are you kidding me, man? You don't have my number saved? I knew who you were right away when I saw your face. Anyway, this is Dave from school. You really don't remember me?
You've seen me around recently? I really don't think I remember running into you at all.
Well, surely you remember me making you my slave in school, right? I mean, I did it all for your sake, of course. You were such a little wimp, so I took you under my wing to toughen you up. But wow, it's been ages since then. So, what have you been up to this whole time?
Well, today is our class reunion, isn't it?
Yeah, I was wondering if you were gonna mention that. So then, you got an invitation to that too? Because you know that you just can't be breaking into this place without an invitation, don't ya? I certainly don't hope that you're not here uninvited.
I didn't sneak into anything if that's what you're implying. We're all classmates, so of course I have my invitation. Sorry, is there a point to this conversation, or are we through?
Hey, come on, what kind of way is that to talk to such an old friend of yours? I just want to catch up is all. Besides, I don't have anyone else to talk to here, so can't we just put the past behind us and just be friends again? You can start by going out and buying me a pack of cigarettes from the corner store across the street. Your treat, of course!
I just want to let you know that I do remember you now, and you really haven't changed at all, have you?
And just who the heck do you think you are talking to me like that, huh? I remember back when I had you working for me back in our school days, I used to make you call me sir. So why don't you get back to it, huh?
You really think that you're going to make me call you sir? You can't be serious.
Listen here, buddy, do you even know what it is that I do for a living? I'm the face of one of the largest firms in our country. But that's just during the day. At nights, I just roll with the toughest crowds in the street.
Wow, you sound like something straight out of a comic book, to be honest.
That's right. If you don't want to end up as just another background character in my story, then you'll check your attitude and do as I say. You really don't want to have me as an enemy. Everyone who's ever gone against me has ended up on their knees begging for their mercy, but I never showed any. So, what do you think? Are you scared right now, shaking in your boots?
Yeah, I'm, quivering with fear.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then you should go out and buy me those cigs. If you keep on waiting any longer, let's just say that you're gonna be responsible for whatever I do next. You really don't want to have that on your conscience, do you? You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Actually, David, how about you just go and buy your own cigs, huh? And quit bugging people at the reunion like this.
Did you not just read a single word that I sent you? I told you that you were my slave back when we were students, and you still are! Are you trying to get me to fight you or something?
Alright, I guess I have no choice but to go and get them.
That's more like it! And next time, just do what I say without arguing, got it?
Hey boss, where did you run off to? The class reunion is still going on and I don't see you anywhere.
Oh yeah, really sorry about that. I just ran out to get some snacks and drinks for everyone.
But I saw that you bought cigarettes too, right? I didn't know that you smoked. And why did you only buy 2 packs?
Tina, did you really see me buy those?
I just don't get it. You don't smoke, so what are you buying those things for? Not only that, but even though we're in the middle of such a fun party, you looked so upset from what I could see through the store window. I can really only think of one explanation for all of this. You're being used as an errand boy by someone, aren't you?
Wow, how did you put all that together? You're like Sherlock Holmes or something.
Well, the answer to that is quite elementary. I guessed it all because you bought 2 packs. Even granting that you had taken up the habit, I guessed that you would still be new to it and would only be buying 1 pack at a time. But if you happened to be sent by someone else to buy them, then it makes more sense that you would buy 2 so you don't get sent to go buy any more. Does that sound about right?
Okay, that's actually just a little bit freaky how you can do that.
I'm curious though, boss. Is it David? You do realize that he belongs to one of our subsidiaries, right? You don't have to take that kind of abuse from him.
I know that, but I would never lower myself just to get some petty revenge on him. And I'm sorry, but just what were you doing outside the corner store that I was in?
Oh, no, that really was just a coincidence. I happened to step outside of the party to get some fresh air and walk around, and I happened to see you walking into the store. But I don't get why you won't fight back against David. You could probably put an end to his antics if you did.
I appreciate the concern, but I would really rather just settle things like this without having to rock the boat too much. Besides, I really don't want to be fighting with someone who works for me at an event like this.
Well, sure, but why does he do this to you? Did something happen while you were both students?
Yeah, David used to boss me around all the time and was always having me do things for him. I had hoped that after all this time he would have matured a bit more, but he really is the same jerk he's always been.
Well, that's all the more reason to just ignore him when he talks to you that way.
I know, but he seems to be comfortable talking about the fact that he's got some friends in pretty low places, and is always threatening to get violent. I don't want that, and I don't want anyone else getting sucked into that. It's just more peaceful to do it this way. I hope this convinces you that I know what I'm doing when it comes to this guy.
Well, I understand the situation a bit more. But are you telling me that you really don't hate David for what he's doing?
It's not that I don't dislike the guy, but we're at a party and I want people to be able to enjoy themselves. I mean it when I say that I have patience to wait this out. Things are gonna be fine, okay?
Well, if you say so, then I guess I won't say any more. But that doesn't mean that I agree with it.
That's okay. I appreciate your understanding. Let's just try and make sure nothing happens to spoil the reunion, okay?
Hey, you jerk! You've got some nerve, you know that? How dare you try and feel up my wife? What the hell is the matter with you?
Feel her up? I wasn't doing anything like that at all. I was just helping her get up the stairs is all.
She was holding onto your arm. I saw it! You really are just scum, you know that? You think my wife isn't able to get up some stairs on her own?
No, it isn't that, but she's pregnant, right? When I came by and offered my arm to her, she said that she was really grateful anyone came along to help her.
I don't care what excuses you have, you laid a hand on my Sandy! You have no idea the kind of enemy that you just made.
Wait, David, please, just talk to your wife and ask her what happened. I'm sure she'll explain everything. I swear that I only helped her climb the stairs, and that was it. Please calm down.
You don't get to tell me to calm down, you homewrecker! I'm not going to let you get away with this! You'll pay! I'll make you pay!
I just can't catch a break with you. Have you actually lost your mind, David? You kicked me! That's assault! Don't you realize what you've done?
Oh shoot, did I leave you alive? I was hoping that after you fell down all those stairs that you at least wouldn't be waking up for a good long while.
You didn't even have the guts to look me in the eye when you attacked. You chose to come at me from behind.
You're saying you don't think I'm tough enough to take you? Just why would I waste any energy on a guy like you who made a pass at my wife?
For the last time, I was only helping her to get up the stairs. I'm sure she's explained what happened to you already, right?
You listen here. I don't want you coming near us ever again, got it? Do it again and there'll be an even worse punishment in store for you. And I won't stop pounding you until you've learned your lesson. Next time you come near my wife, I'll kick your teeth in. I don't care if we go way back. Nobody touches my wife but me.
You won't get away with this. I will make you pay.
You wish. I can't believe you, man. Who do you think you are coming to my house, huh? Did you not get enough of me last time?
You said you were friends with criminals, right? Why don't you go ahead and get your gang and come at me?
Wait, what? You mean that you want me to bring my whole crew to come against you solo? You just wait right there, you little punk.
Wait, hold on. Are you here with your own crew? What do you mean? What crew?
I mean, who are all these people that just showed up at my house? What the heck are all these people doing here?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but just come outside. We have lots to talk about what you did yesterday.
There's no way I'm gonna go outside right now. You brought a whole freaking army with you.
An army? These aren't just some random thugs. I've interviewed all these guys.
Interviews? What are you talking about, man? You interviewed all these guys just to come and get your revenge?
Can you calm down already? All these people are employees at my company. I had another employee of mine at the reunion who watched what happened and refused to let this slide.
What kind of company are you running where you have so many buff, scary-looking guys?
Well, I own my own construction company, so I think you understand why I look for people that can handle that kind of work, of course.
But why do you have to bring them all to my house? Why can't you just bring someone from, like, accounting or something?
I really didn't bring these guys with me. But that one employee who saw what you did to me insisted that I have some people with me if I go talk to you. They all came with me of their own volition.
Well, I still can't just walk outside. You need to tell your cronies to get lost or else I'll call the police.
The police? Why would you call them? Why not just call your crew over here?
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean that you're always talking about how you run with a pretty tough crowd, right? So then don't bother calling the cops, just call your boys and let's settle this. How does that sound?
No, I can't do that.
I mean, what kind of gangster is gonna run to the police when they have perfectly healthy cronies? Look, all I want to do is have a little talk, and pretend like all the people aren't even here.
What kind of Godfather way is that to go about this? You think we can talk like this? I don't want to get my kneecaps broken!
Look, just come out here and we'll talk, okay? You can pay for the medical bills or I'll sue you. How does that sound?
You can't really expect me to go outside, do you?
I can hear some voices coming from inside your house. Is that Sandy? It sounds like the two of you are fighting about something.
I told you to keep my wife's name out your freaking mouth! You don't need to concern yourself about anything going on inside here, okay?
Well, you can say that all you want, but we are still old classmates, and it's not like she's a total stranger. Oh wait, Sandy's coming out of the house right now.
Hey, what the heck are the two of you talking about?
Well, she came out to apologize for what you did to me yesterday. This is just sad, David. Your wife has nothing to do with this, and she's coming out and apologizing for you. Oh, she just said she wants to go into town. I wonder where she's going.
This is all your fault. You did this. She told me that she was going to her parents' house and she was walking out the door. I think she might be wanting to get a divorce now. You ruined my marriage.
And just how is any of this my fault? You were the one who acted like a complete idiot yesterday.
Shut up! Just shut up! You turned her against me. She was never gonna do this to me until you came along.
Oh, give me a break. You know that's not what happened. All I did was help your pregnant wife get up some stairs. And just where were you? Isn't that your job to be there for her? How could you just leave your poor pregnant wife to get around by herself like that?
But I had no idea that she was having trouble getting around. But of course if I knew, I would have helped her. I'm not that bad of a husband, right?
And just why did you feel the need to kick me down the stairs like that? If you wanted to be a good husband, then the least you could have done was confront me and talk to me like an actual adult. If you get divorced, then you will only have yourself to be blamed.
But you used to be my slave! How dare you talk to me like this?
If you have something to say about it, then why don't you come out and face me like a man? Call your boys or not, I really don't care anymore.
No, I've had enough of this! Just go home! You've already done enough damage already!
You don't have any connections to any kind of gangs at all, do you?
You just shut up!
You know what everyone was talking about behind your back at the reunion, right? They were all saying that you're just a giant man-child. I mean, do you think that anyone really believes you have gang connections? You've never once said the name of the gang or given any specifics.
You mean that everyone was really talking about me like that?
Of course they were. Are you starting to get the picture about how people really feel about you?
Don't you dare talk to me like this, you little punk!
You're hated by all your classmates. You drove your own wife away, and now you're going to be fired. How does that make you feel? I assume you've heard of my company, Terra Construction, right?
Wait, your company is Terra? But that's the company that my job is working with.
That's right, although I know that in your company, you're not really tied to the project in it anyway. But I'm afraid that I still can't abide by working with a company that allows their employees to go around assaulting people. So consider this my way of telling you that you're going to be fired.
Wait, no, please, you gotta forgive me! I had no idea that you worked for Terra at all!
Sorry, I think you misunderstood. I don't work for Terra Construction, I own and run it.
Then please, you have to talk to my company and convince them to keep me on. You're right, I lied about knowing all those gang members. I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but I've already filed my complaint with your work. Begging me won't do anything for you now.
You're kidding me! How could you do that?
Anyways, I guess I'll just go home. I've already said what I came here to say to you. Please don't ever contact me again.
You jerk! Ugh, I'm in so much pain. What did you do?
I really didn't think that you were gonna try and attack me from behind again. And with a metal pipe in your hand, no less. Just what were you gonna try and do to me with that, huh?
What do you mean? Just who are you?
You know, after we both finished school, I decided that I was tired of being your whipping boy. After graduation, I started taking judo classes as a way to help me build up my self-confidence. Now I actually teach classes in my spare time. I guess you could say that I've gotten pretty good at it.
You learned judo because I was bullying you?
That's right, and judo has more than prepared me for attacks from behind. I knew that you were coming up from behind me even at the class reunion.
You've gotta be kidding me! You're supposed to be a weakling!
Oh, I was. I can certainly admit that. In fact, even these days, I never go out looking for excuses to use my judo on people. Unlike you, I don't find joy in acting violently toward people and forcing them to obey me. I guess I just grew up and you didn't.
Fine, you win, okay? I'm so sorry for everything. Now can you please just help me? I was gonna throw you down the stairs again, but now I'm stuck at the bottom. I've fallen and I can't get up!
Oh, maybe you should try calling on your wife for help. Oh, wait. After that, I called the police, reported David's attempted assault, and waited at the top of the stairs where I threw David down for them to arrive. I explained that I acted in self-defense, pointing to the pipe that David was carrying as evidence. We agreed to settle things out of court, and he had to pay quite a bit before I agreed not to sue him. He also ended up divorcing his wife and had to pay her an alimony as well. I can't imagine it was fun having to lose so much money after just being fired from your job. But he can't really blame anyone but himself. Thankfully, I was able to continue my business with David's old company as they agreed to fire him, and our joint project is soon to be completed.